What's up, everybody? This is Johnny Basement, and welcome back to the basement. I hope you brought your basement mentality with you because everything here is emerging from the depths, and that's what basement mentality is all about. Things start at the bottom and they grow. Basement mentality, guys. We started in the basement with this channel, and now we're more than halfway out of the basement on our short-term goal of 1,000 subscribers. We get there and we go for 2,000, and so on and so on. So that's what basement mentality is all about if you're new here. And if you are new here, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notice, and drop some comments in here. I'm Johnny Basement. I am a diehard sports fan. Diehard fan. This channel is for all of us. This channel is for you, the diehard sports fan. I'm not a professional. I don't claim to be. I have 10 to 12 regular guys on here that I love to death. And they already know. I don't edit stuff. I make mistakes. I'll get up and just talk crap. I'll trial and error. We do everything on here. So if you have a suggestion that you want to see, drop it in the comment. You have a critique, drop it in the comment. That's what we're here for. This channel, we're all fans. If you ever meet me out there at a game or my regular spot where I go to watch games, I'll speak to you the same way I speak to you here, man, because we're all just fans. It's what it's about. It's all the basement mentality. And speaking of basement, they're basement, and they're going to be fighting out, but that's not what this is about today. What are we talking about today? Jared Bednar, emerging from the depths, man. Head coach of the Colorado Avalanche, emerging from the depths. He got hired after Patrick Waugh quit with a month before the season, maybe less. Back in just a few years ago, I think it was 2018, right? And they had 48 points. The guy couldn't even pick his own coaching staff. There wasn't enough time before the season started. So what do we do from there? He emerged from the depths. Got a Stanley Cup, man. They stuck with him. He was almost a fill-in, just like, hey, we got to hire somebody. This guy won a championship in the AHL, in the ECHL, and now here. No one has ever done that. No one has ever won a championship in all three leagues like that. So him coming in here, and he had a battle against the two-time defending champions, Tampa Bay Lightning. The first team, they wanted to be the first team to three-peat since the New York Islanders actually won 4 in a row from 80 to 84. However, if you weren't aware, they are the first team to actually make the third Stanley Cup in a row since the Edmonton Oilers did it. They just didn't win 3 in a row. Edmonton Oilers with Gretzky, Messier, Yari Curry, Grant Fuhr, all those guys. They were at the very beginning. When the Islanders won their 4th in a row, was Edmonton's first appearance in the Stanley Cup. Okay? They lost that one. But then they won the next year and the next year. But they never three-peated. They made 3 in a row. Okay? That was the last team to actually make 3 in a row. So Tampa now has made 3 in a row. The last one to even win back-to-back since before Tampa was the Penguins just a few years ago. But nobody cares about them. So anyway, moving right along here. Tampa, they fought their asses off in this series. When was the last time we had a finals in any sport? Honestly, really think about it. And drop it in the comments if you can think of it, because I can't. Name me a Super Bowl, NBA championship, World Series, or even a recent hockey finals that actually featured the 2 greatest teams in the game. Can you? Can you? I had to check again. You guys have been with me. I had to make sure my mic was on. I do that all the freaking time. All the freaking time I start talking and my mic's off. Oh, it's so embarrassing. I even have a note for myself down here that says the mic on. I had to check that. Anyway, when was the last time we had the 2 greatest teams in the finals? Back-to-back champion Tampa Bay Lightning and the number 1 overall contender, Colorado Avalanche, who were the heavy favorites back in October. The heavy favorites, since they were up 2-0 against Vegas last year and then somehow lost 4 in a row to the Knights. Colorado, and even Nathan McKinnon said they were on a warpath to get back to this finals because they knew they shouldn't have dropped that last year. So when was the last time we had, honestly, 2 of the best teams in the entire league in any finals? Name it. If you know it, name it, because I can't think of it. Because Colorado just wasn't the number 1 overall team in the West, besides the Lightning in the East. Who in the East was better than Colorado? Outside of the back-to-back champions, Colorado is number 1 overall from the West or the East Coast. Number 1 contender, period. It's not even close. Okay? That's what made this final so great. We really honestly had 2 of the best teams matching up in the league, and that's the way it's supposed to be. Okay? Darcy Kemper, I've been trashing him the entire time. It's the weakest goalie in the playoffs. He comes in at 3-2, I think at 2.7 something goals against average, 899 save percentage. Vasilevsky in elimination games is 4-0 with a 1.39 goals against average and a 950 save percentage. So odds are stacked really in Tampa's favor coming into this game and carrying the momentum of winning in Colorado. They won that game 5 in Colorado, just like the Blues did, and then Colorado came back in game 6 and won in St. Louis, just like they did here tonight in Tampa. But everything was stacked in Tampa's favor, man. I called Tampa in 7 before the series started. Obviously, I'm wrong on that. Guys, tonight, Tampa probably peaked out, and they're on their decline now. Can you imagine the goals that were scored tonight? Stamkos came out. He came out, scored a goal, and he's been fighting. How often, if you're a true hockey fan and you watch a lot of it, how often do you see Stamkos hard hit? You see that hit he laid on McKinnon? He laid him out. Stamkos wanted that three-peat, man. Scored that goal. He's been hitting. He's getting in fights. Even in the Rangers series, he beat the crap out of Lafreniere. Beat the crap out of him at the end of one of the games. This is not the Stamkos that I am used to seeing. Usually seems like the nice guy, maybe, might do a check here or there. No, he was laying people out. A lot of credit to him. The problem with Tampa is they missing Braden Point. Braden Point was one of their greatest players all season long. One of their top scorers of the past few seasons, too, helping them to get this back-to-back championship. And Alex Killorn, where are you? 25 goals in the season. 0 in the playoffs. Not just the Stanley Cup. 0 in the entire playoffs. Thanks for showing up, Alex. Thanks. I don't have a dog in the fight. I'm just saying, man. It kind of kills a team when you're fighting a team at the pace that the Colorado Avalanche play at. You need all hands on deck. Then that second period was crazy. That was a crazy second period. Nathan McKinnon gets that goal that, it had this much of a window and it got in. What a tight goal that was. That was a seriously tight goal. Do you know that that was his second goal on 31 shot attempts on net in the Stanley Cup? 31. And he only got 2 goals. So Nathan McKinnon had 11 goals coming into the Stanley Cup, 11 goals coming in, but he only had 2 in the Cup itself on 31. I know he had 60-something shot attempts. I hate that stat. And a lot of sports are throwing all these new stats. In baseball, I can't even keep up with the stats that they have going on. Wars and all these things. I never heard of half of this stuff. Shot attempts, and then you have shots on goal, and then you have goals. Shot attempts is what? There's some wild shot that didn't go on net. So why are we counting that? What is all these extra stats going on? It's getting to be a little too much, these analytics and all this crap. Keep it simple. It's shots on goal or it's not a shot on goal, okay? I don't care about a shot that went near the goal and bounced off the freaking plexiglass and went around and never went near the net. I don't care about it. Why do we care about that? It's a shot on goal on the goalie or it's not. Period. Enough with these freaking analytics, and this era we live in is great, and the era of technology and all that. But give me a break, because all these sports have all these ridiculous stats. Who cares? All right, enough on that. Sorry, I tailed off, but I'm an old school guy, and it just gets a little ridiculous with some of these things, okay? So anyway, the second goal that Lehkonen got, do you know they have 3 goals? Colorado has 3 goals in the Stanley Cup. That were deflected off skates. That shot that went off McDonough. McDonough's skate went right back to Lehkonen. Bang. Vasilevsky is out of he's out of sync there, man. That's the term I'm using, lack of a better one. But he's just not in tune with it. It kicked right back. He wasn't prepared. Boom, goal. 2-1. 2-1. The end of the second, man. And how did you guys see Maroon? When he smashed his stick down at Mason, he literally went. He blocked it. Mason blocked it with his stick. But that was a pure slash. How is he not ejected for that? Or at least, at the minimum, a 4-minute major. How is that not? He purposely slashed his stick at him. I don't get it. I mean, I love that the refs were letting these guys play, man, but that was completely blatant, man. That was really bad. Then the third period comes out. I'm like, all right, Tampa, all they have to do is realize, hey, this is Kemper in net, not Igor Shesterkin. This is Darcy Kemper in net. So we're just going to pepper the crap out of them and just start scoring goals. Wrong. They had 2 shots. They had 0 shots on goal halfway through the game. I think it was like 9 and change before they got their real first shot on goal. Not shot attempt. Okay? And then it was like 2 before they pulled Vasilevsky. Then they got a few shots in. But, I mean, 2 shots on goal up until maybe the last 2.5 minutes? You're back-to-back champs and you got a weak goalie and that's what you give? All due respect to the Avalanche, man. They are the champions now, right? And they protected Darcy Kemper the entire season. They protected him all the way to the finals because they're that dominant. They drop back when they have to. They know their weak link is him. And they are so damn fast. They have one pass in their end to a breakaway at the other. An automatic breakaway. How many times did they do that to anybody? And I have an honorable mention, by the way. An honorable mention for a bad luck guy. We all know the guy shows up to watch games with you, and all of a sudden the game just turns. They're like, what the hell happened? Hey, freaking Vinny showed up. What the hell are you doing here, man? We were winning, and then you show up, we lose. We all know that guy. Have you ever seen an old movie called Celtic Pride? An incredible movie. Daniel Stern, Dan Aykroyd. Bad luck guy, man. Up by 18, now we're down by 2. What happened? Because this bozo showed up, man. It's just fans just have these superstitions and funny things that happen. Well, I'm going to give an honorable mention to the bad luck guy for the Tampa Bay Lightning. And who is that? Corey Perry is the bad luck guy. He's the bad luck guy. If you really want to look at it from a fan's perspective and you're a Tampa Bay Lightning fan, I'm giving you your excuse. On a silver platter, Corey Perry is the bad luck guy. Why? Dallas Stars 2020 lose to the Tampa Bay Lightning. Who's on that team? Corey Perry. Last year, 21, Montreal Canadiens. Corey Perry emerges on the Canadiens. Who do they lose to? The Lightning in 2021. Back-to-back times, he lost to the Lightning. Bring around 2022, he joins the Lightning. Figures, hey, man, this late in my career, let me get another ring. So now I'm going to join the Lightning. And what happens? The Lightning lose. So Corey Perry, this is for you. You are the bad luck honorable mention of the game. Thanks for that. If you're a Lightning fan, there's the excuse. Corey Perry's the reason you lost. He's obviously the Stanley Cup bad luck guy. Listen, guys, from this moment on, I'm going to be doing a lot. We took a poll. I'll be doing a lot of baseball, a lot of Mets, Yankees, Dodgers, playoff races. I'm going to do upcoming football talk. I'm going to do a lot of football talk. We're going to get into my freaking dumpster fire Jets, but we'll also talk about a lot about the AFC East, the Bills, the Patriots. We'll talk about everything, guys, okay? Anything else you want to hear before the football season starts and hockey comes back and NBA comes back? It's the dog days of summer. A lot of people feel it's the worst time of year. It's a slow time of year because the baseball playoffs aren't even heating up. We're not even at the All-Star game yet. So this is kind of like a down point. We miss hockey already. I missed the NBA playoffs already. I watched the finals, Golden State. But now it's all over. And we hit the dead point. Now it's about barbecues and family and hanging out and having a great time in the summer. But for here, we're just going to do a hell of a lot of Mets and Yankees because we're New Yorkers, and that's what we're going to do. And they're the 2 top teams in baseball right now. I mean, 2 of the top teams. The Yankees are just killing it, and the Mets, they're killing it right now. We're just hoping they don't have that second half downslide. But you got suggestions on what you want to hear? Drop it, man. Drop it. Let me know. All right? I'm enjoying this. Again, I'm Johnny Basement. This is a channel for the fans from a diehard sports fan. Man, we can bring it all here because we're all just kicking it. We're all just kicking it. And I'll let you all start knowing where I'm at and where I hang out and all the games I'm going to be at because I go to a lot of Jets games. And I'll start going to a lot of Mets games as well. And there's some local areas that I hang out around here that I watch games as well. So anyway, guys, always appreciate the support. Again, hit the subscribe button, the bell note so we can get to that 1,000. We can get to that 1,000. I'm enjoying this, guys. Great hockey season. Great Stanley Cup finals. Couldn't ask for anything better, right? Johnny Basement, I will catch up with you this week. I promise we're going to dive right into the baseball, okay? I'm out.